This is how you 100% the Ninjago Part 2 update, and it's absolutely worth it. The Part 2 update, as far as our journals go, didn't take that long, as we only need to complete Lloyd, Kai, and Cole. And once we finish those, we should unlock brand new build sets and kits, as well as a bunch of decor items and weapons. Let's start off with Lloyd, since that's who we ended off with inside of the Part 1 update. Talking to him, it doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to do, except for the fact that he mentions that we should keep our eye on our mastery. That doesn't have to do with the second part of this quest, which is to build a brand new village on Ninjago Island. And yes, that was me checking if we could just click on our current village square to cheaply go ahead and complete that challenge. But it didn't work. Once you find some open area, just go ahead and place down your village square. From here, we absolutely do need to upgrade it a few times, but I don't have all of the materials with me. So let's go ahead and head back to our monastery, grab the materials, and upgrade this village hub. If you didn't know, all you need to do to level up your village is to place down lumber mills, grills, beds, or any small item in the game, and that'll level up the village for you. Then place in the materials, and you can upgrade that village. To get to level 3, you're going to need more Kazu stone, some elemental claw, and some green ritual oil, which isn't too difficult to get, so reaching level 3 will complete Lloyd's quests. It's now time to move on to Cole, and that's because he mentions that they were searching for Kai but never expected him to come back the way that he did. Taking a look at the journal, he mentions that we can now craft a scythe if we go into our mastery to unlock it, and then we have a second one, which is to close 3 portals but also to defeat an ice dragon. In order to get the scythe, it's very easy. Go into your masteries and select the ninja masteries, and then unlock the scythe weapon for 450 essence. Now when we take a look inside of our ninja workbench, not only will we have that glowing light bulb above it, but we'll also see this new 4th weapon, which is the scythe. I'm going to create this with 2 dragon opal, and then I'm going to throw a lightning relic on it because we will be fighting an ice dragon, and the counter to any type of ice enemy is going to be lightning. The easiest part of completing this entire update is closing 3 portals, and I say that because they are everywhere on the map. They spawn so much that just jumping off of my monastery, I was able to find 3 of them directly underneath. And the enemy types that spawned here were very easy to fight against, so I got to have a little bit of fun with the scythe and figure out exactly how it works. I wasn't expecting this, but the second that I went and I completed that 3rd portal, an ice dragon spawned. Put this gigantic ice wall against me, and then immediately started shooting ice balls at me, doing just a little bit of damage. I realized pretty early on that this dragon was taking probably too much damage from me and definitely wasn't doing a lot in return. This was a very weak dragon. I would have to imagine that this is going to just be a teaser to what we'll be receiving later. After we defeated that dragon, it completed the Cole quest. So while we have 2 of the journal entries down, it's time to head over and speak to Kai and Asher. And this is where the more difficult quests and journal entries are going to come. It wasn't going to be easy for us to get redemption for Kai when it comes to fighting brand new enemies and doing things that we have never done before in this game. One of which is going to involve the dragon hatchling Asher, who followed Kai home from the monastery. And we're going to need to speak to Asher in order to get even more quests. He gave us a brand new fire relic. It started our journal entry, but now we need to craft a fire relic. We're going to need to defeat Oni elders and Oni tyrants, as well as giving Asher a brand new fire ink. Now, the fire relic that we received from Asher was really nice because it allows us to ride dragons and do fire attacks with it. And even though that this clip didn't last too long, you are able to upgrade it to last even longer. In order to complete this journal entry, we're going to need to fight 2 of those enemies, as well as find ourselves some fire ink, which, believe it or not, is not too difficult. The best and the fastest way to do this is to run around your map and just continue to complete portals. You're going to be doing a lot of fighting, so bring your best weapons with you, even bring a villager, because these enemies aren't too difficult to fight. However, you're fighting so many of them that you do want to do this quickly so that you're not wasting too much time. When you complete a challenge and you open up the quest, you can see that just like this one, we can receive a blue-red ink chest drop. The good news is that while you're searching for the fire ink and completing these portals, you're also pushing towards finding the brand new enemies, being the Oni Elder and the Oni Tyrant. In order to find those, you're going to have to continue to defeat any of the enemies that are around these portals, as closing portals will then unlock even more portals. You'll start to notice that as you defeat them and you close them, other ones will spawn right in front of you. I don't know exactly how it works, but it almost seems like it's a ladder. You complete one, and then you have to go up the next step, and you continue to do this over and over again until you get to the top. And I'm not sure if that's how it works, but that's how it seems. The more of these that you complete, the better the odds are that you're going to find yourself these two new enemies. There are distinct differences between these two, and unfortunately, after you defeat one, you can't just allow it to respawn and expect the other one to come out of that spawner. Right in front of me is the Oni Elder. He's the most common one that you're able to find between the two of them. I found 4 or 5 of these before I found even a single Tyrant, and it still took me a while to find a single Elder. However, clearing out these portals helped me a ton. The combo that I found worked the absolute best was to do 2 primary swings and then your secondary attack with your lightning attack to pull the enemy in. This stunned him and didn't really allow him to do too many attacks against me, which was really nice to fight against. The drops that you received after defeating him aren't anything too crazy, unknowable energy and ritual oil, but you're going to stack a lot of these from completing the rest of the chaos portals as is. The nice thing about completing these challenges is that you will unlock these decor and build tome books, which are really nice because they do unlock free things inside of the game for us that a lot of players don't even know about. You're going to see 2 clips from this exact location, and it's very important as to why. This is a level 8 challenge. It's not a portal, but it's another way that you're able to find the Oni Tyrant. Right now, I'm fighting the Oni Elder. However, after defeating him, I was able to run away and come back later, and it still spawned me a level 8 enemy. However, the next time that I came, I got matched up against the Oni Tyrant. I had to fight him. He does have some pretty weird attack moves which allow him to put this gigantic shield bubble up where you can't attack him, and then he explodes it if you try to. So keep your distance with him, try to fight him safely, bring a ton of potions, and after you defeat him, that will complete every single journal entry. The final thing that I needed to do was return back to Asher and give him fire ink. It depends on how you guys did this quest. I went ahead and continued the fight even after I found the ink to try to find the 2 other enemies, but some of you may return to Asher earlier to finish the quest a little bit early. Now, when I completed every single one of these, something that was really nice to see is when I backed out of my journal, I saw that build recipes started to pour into my account for free. I went ahead and I checked, and what you could see is that just by doing your quest, you unlock 2 buildings, the Oni Tyrant Estate and the Oni Stronghold, which are 2 incredibly large and nice builds. You also should have unlocked a ton of decor and building books. I'll cover exactly what these are used for tomorrow, so make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn notifications on, join the Discord down below. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.